Guys read the TWAB, you may have seen that Axiom Bolts got a huge buff. Now, believe it or not, there's a really insane build that you guys can use that will buff the Axiom Bolts and make them absolutely insane. This build also works in PvP. It's really great, but its strong points most definitely are in PvE. This build is completely free, so if you guys are a free-to-play player, don't worry about it. You guys can use everything I use in this video. The only thing you can't use that if you're free-to-play is Gjallarhorn, but you don't need Gjallarhorn. There's tons of other backup things that you guys can use, and I'll show you guys those things, don't worry. But yeah, with no further ado, let's get right into today's video. For the weapons of this build, I'm using the Biting Wind's Bow with Killing Wind Swashbuckler, and then I have the Cartesian Coordinate and Gjallarhorn. Now you may be like, Hectic, in this build, I'm using the Biting Wind's Bow, the Cartesian Coordinate, and Gjallarhorn. Gjallarhorn is a paid weapon, so unfortunately, if you don't have the 30th anniversary pack, you can't get Gjallarhorn. But don't worry, there's backup weapons that you guys can use. You guys can use the Trials Reed's Regret linear fusion rifle. That works if you guys are going for more of a DPS build. This is the Reed's Regret right here. You guys can get it from Trials. You guys can also use this linear right here. This can drop Vorpal, and so can the Threaded Needle. These don't require DLC either, so get a Vorpal one of these and it will work fine. But if you guys don't have one of those, trust me, use a Lasting Impression rocket launcher. So for an example, on Hesam Vengeance, you can get Lasting Impression. Same with Tomorrow's Answer, the normal Hesam Vengeance, even Royal Entry, which drops some strikes. Now the way you get the bow is just from the Europa. Now if you don't have Beyond Light, you can't get this bow, but don't worry, another backup bow that you guys can use is the Whispering Slap. This bow works just as fine. It has a longer draw time, or actually a shorter draw time, and a smaller or bigger inventory size, but that doesn't matter. It's still a great bow, can roll with some great perks, so definitely get that bow. But everything in this build, you guys can replace if you guys are not a paid content player. Now on my helmet, what I use is the Fusion Rifle Ammo Finder, Rocket Launcher Ammo Finder, and then these gauntlets is where the build takes place. The Conjurer's Hold. Now, I have Discipline mod, Fusion Rifle Loader, and then I have Light from Darkness. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple enemies near a Warmind cell using weapons or abilities. So I get charged with light from a lot from that mod. This mod can drop from 801 and all other stuff. Now, what this exotic does is resist incoming damage while charging your Void Grenade. With Chaos Accelerant, Feed the Void, or Handheld Supernova Charge, Void Grenades return the amount of energy on hit. So every grenade kill that you get is going to recharge your grenade. It's going to depending on how many you kill. Now what I'm pairing with this is Void Walker Top Tree. So when you overcharge your grenade, it makes it deadlier and it does more damage. So it's really great in my opinion. And you also have the Chain Melee. And then you want to use the Axiom Bolt. Axiom Bolt got buffed in the recent patch 30th anniversary, I believe. So you guys, if you guys use the exact gauntlets that I'm using, these gauntlets will make multiple Axiom Bolts and they'll do decent damage for adds. And then I'm using Healing Rift and then Burst Glide. And then on my chest plate, I'm using the Rocket Launcher Reserves, and then Rocket Launcher Reserves, Double Rocket Reserves. And then on my boots, I'm using a Resilience mod, Fusion Rifle Scavenger, and then Fusion Scavenger again. And then on my Warlock Bond, I'm using Powerful Friends for the 20 mobility. And then I'm using a Discipline mod. Now you guys want to run anything above 5 Discipline. It takes me 51 seconds to get my grenade, plus a little buff, so this should only take probably 20 seconds to get my grenade. And by what I'm saying is, I'll give you guys an example, but this is how you guys set the build up. Not too complicated, don't get me wrong. Some of these weapons are paid, but there's always extra things that you guys can use. Like, you don't need to use any of this stuff for the weapons, but you just have to have what I have for armor. But yeah, I'll give you guys an example. We've loaded into the EDZ, and I'm going to give you guys an example of how this build will work. So I'm going to hop up here and find some ads. Let's say I can find a big group of ads, like for an example, right here. Let's say they all jump down. I'll throw an Axiom Bolt. Now these Axiom Bolts are going to track them, right? I just did 20k with an Axiom Bolt, and then with the melee, I get all my grenade energy back. So with looking from the bottom left, you guys can see that I get my grenade energy back pretty much from every grenade kill. Like, as an example, let's see, I see some more ads. I want to bring them all in here, right? Let's find a big group of ads, like right here. I throw the grenade down. Grenade tracks all of them. I get almost half of my grenade energy back. And then if you melee from like rifting or something like that, you'll also get grenade energy. So you guys can keep refarming your grenades. And then if you melee, like the bow that I have that gives Swashbuckler, I can keep one-tapping. So, like, I'll get my grenade energy faster from killing ads. So, this build works great, in my opinion, for ad clear. Boss DPS, it does great in endgame activity, in my opinion. But yeah, What do you guys think of this build? Leave some feedback in the comments. Like always, have a great rest of your day. I hope this build helped you guys out, or maybe if you guys just found it cool, feel free to leave some comments in the comment section. Like always, have a great rest of your day. Peace. Thanks for watching.